Warning: the following show may contain strong language and other content that may not be suitable for a younger audience. The show also contains spoilers for any and all anime and manga. Always check the description below for spoiler warnings. And if you don't, well, that's your own fault.
Kaijo, where are you? I miss you every day of my life. Kaijo, where are you? You know that I need you.
Rip Kaijo.
A true tragedy.
And we put in taps here, I don't know.
We'll put in claps and taps and traps. Not the gay kind. But, well, or maybe, I don't know. Are traps gay? That's the hot debate on Twitter right now.
Mean, I don't know. Has it ever been the hot debate on Twitter?
It
is now.
Debate, you know?
It is
everywhere I see.
riddle as old as time itself.
I remember that from the Book of Genesis.
Oh.
Yeah. They'll keep talking about it. They'll never know.
I saw it in the book of Nekomimi. I said, good Lord, one day 7, when God came down from heaven, he said, give 'em titties and willies.
Is day 7 the day of rest when God came down from heaven?
Well, he was having a rest, but that's when he attended to his own hobbies and made anime and Nekomimis.
That makes sense.
It's written in the scriptures.
When God is resting, that's probably the weighty question he's thinking about, because there's no true answer.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense then. Gotcha.
It is both true and untrue at the same time.
Yeah, because in a way, what you're attracted to is the feminine qualities, but
you want that rock hard dick as well.
But
you know?
yes, by technical means, that those elements come into play, and it gets really confusing.
I mean, Schrodinger's dick is right there.
Do you know what is confusing?
It's gay.
Just microwave it and take it with you.
Do you know what is confusing? The intro to this show. Every episode we have a weird intro. But it's good. That's what people tune in for. That's why the masses come. Speaking of which, my name, can you guess it? It's Vacant. There's no need to guess.
Is Roy T.
Caesar Robertum.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless. Rip Pipomo. She's not dead. But,
hey,
not dead.
don't rip Pipomo.
God bless Pipomo.
God bless Pipomo.
Freaking love her.
Shout out to Roy Fistlebottom. Roy Fistlebottom. My name is Vacant. To my virtual left is Manimal. To his virtual left is Coryn.
Hey yo.
And to his virtual left is Nairbons.
Yeah, I'm eating soup, but I have my mic muted most of the time, because I learned my lesson.
Soup Blues version 2? 2 years later?
Oh, wait. See, I can't. No, wait. I can't do the blues thing.
It's okay. If only we had Sherbet here. But never mind, we are rolling with the cast and crew of 4.
We do have another person on the show.
Do we?
Oh no.
Oh.
No, okay, we don't have anyone. Never
Yeah,
mind.
let's retire that Irish accent.
I'm an Irishman.
And it's done.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't have
gone.
to come back to it.
It's over. It's over.
So guys,
Into the wind, like dust.
Into the potato wind.
sure. How's your week, guys? How has the first week in November been treating you?
Oh
Manimal.
God. Okay, how was my week? There's another week in no school. Oh,
Yay!
God. Oh, that's not good. That's
Not
not,
so
good
much,
for
yay.
anybody. But other than that, what did I do this week that was remarkable or exciting? I had a deep pondering about British people this week. Like just a few deep thoughts about British people that I never considered before. I saw there's a Beatles tribute show that goes all around, and they came here again. The first time I saw them was pretty extreme, but this time it was like normal, whatever. But I'm there playing, as looking at the flag, and I was like, British people are weird. I was just pondering that. I was like, these freaking people, they all have something in their mind. Like, there he is making a joke about the colonies, and I'm just like, these people are weird. They invented this language, and they brought it here. I could have been speaking French, but I'm not. They did that, and they're weird.
They touched you quite profoundly.
Yeah, no, honestly, it sounds like I'm joking, but I had serious thought about British people. There was like a weird moment where
British people exist.
They made me think about British people on a deep level. I'm like, I talk to a British guy every week, and I don't even think these things until now. So I made the delightful song "British People Are Weird."
Yes, you did.
I sure did.
A delightful song, a delightful tale about British people. Available on SoundCloud or Bandcamp.Barry
Soon, when that album comes out.
There's a few questions I have about the lyrics of this said song.
Please tell me, this is now an interview. This is 2020 ABC.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Goldman.
Yeah, yes.
Mr. Goldman,
Hi, I'm Barry Goldman.
With your fantastic British People Are Weird new hit single, sold to the masses. There is a few questions we want to ask from the audience, and the first one is, it's a pet peeve. I can't even do the interview now because this one got me angry. Right, this one, the second verse says, you bake beans for breakfast. You don't bake the beans, they're called baked beans. Someone's done the baking already and put them in sauce. You just microwave those fuckers. Or you put them in a pan. You don't bake them. We're not baking these beans. They're baked already. Annoyed me.
And I have to say, vastly subpar to American baked beans.
Oh, right.
I've had, but look, now, hear me out. You just have them in tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Bland. You gotta get some barbecue sauce, get some meat in there.
Yeah, really.
Maybe a bit of onion.
Because it's not the staple.
So you're saying they make chili?
Yeah,
It's basically really shit chili.
It's not, because it's just a side to, it's just there to be
so are the baked
side.
beans in America, but we put meat and spices and shit in there,
You
man.
make chili with it. You make cowboy chili.
No, it's not chili.
It's
baked
chili.
beans. Oh man, I've gotta tell you, barbecue baked beans.
I've had barbecue baked beans. You can have Worcestershire sauce in there as well.
Oh.
Cheesy beans. Get some of that in your life.
Shit.
You haven't lived until you've had cheesy beans.
You bake beans for breakfast.
I mean, I've had refried beans with cheese, but it's entirely
What the
different.
fuck are refried beans?
Refried beans,
You fry them and then you do it again.
they're like
better.
refried beans are a Mexican thing,
Like
or
deep
Tex-Mex
fry
thing.
or like pan fry?
They're again, it's like I'm not sure how it works out. I think it might be more of a pan fry. It's more of a mash, to be honest. I sent a bit of a picture, but you usually have like cheese and like jalapenos and shit.
Yeah, basically baked beans in England are just used as it's almost a quick side. That's the liquid, the moisture to your bacon, your oatcakes, your hash browns, your fried eggs, your fried bread or your toast.
I got fried bread.
God, you need to come
bread.
to America so I can just tell you about our food.
Eggy bread.
Just tell you,
it.
not show you any. I just tell you about it while I eat it in front of you.
It's going to be a full restaurateur. He's going to fly out food and describe the food to him, and then he can eat it and know how much better it is.
British.
This cereal's called Honey Nut Cheerios. This cereal's called Fruit Loops. This cereal's called Captain Crunch. This
British
cereal's
listeners
called
out
Lucky
there.
Charms. We don't actually eat it. You just pick out the marshmallows and drop them.
You're going to come to America for like a week, and we're just going to spend the entire time in Walmart.
Yeah. Oh my god. Your Pop-Top wall is full! It'll be pretty good. But yeah, that's all that. That was all my beef with it. That's all.
Oh,
and
that
also,
was the only beef?
the fact that you used the words knobby lot.
Well, yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know, you made it up.
Well, I thought knobby was like a term that you use to describe a dumb person.
You can
Knob
call
is a term.
you can call
but
someone a
that's
knob.
not for a dumb person.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know it's a dick thing,
It's
but
a dick
Yeah.
thing.
I thought knobby was like a British thing they
I
said.
mean,
like,
maybe in like, Beano comics or something, I don't know. Maybe in the 60s, maybe it is, but yeah, you can call someone a knob, or a bell end, or a jeb end, or a dick,
I've never
or a
heard
cock,
Jebin before.
or a cunt, or, what What else is there? Bellend.
Yeah, you guys are a lot more free with cunt than we
Wanker.
are over here.
I'm pretty sure these are all like
Wankstain.
species of birds too.
Spunk trumpet.
It's a spot.
Yeah, that one.
Cunt.
Porridge chucker. That's
Oh,
all the
Oh,
ones I
there's
can think
the yellow-spotted wank chucker over there.
Why
It's
do you
marvelous.
guys-
You really see them this time of year.
Why do you guys
Usually
have
they
so many
fun stuff.
words?
of. Why
Like
do we
all
have
we
so
have
many
is
words?
like penis, dick, dink, and stuff like that.
A willy, a witch,
Schlong,
Schlong.
Johnson.
It is true, though. I think the British have more words for penis than anyone else does.
Well, you know, we've
They're like
had our dicks
Eskimos in
longer.
the snow. Ah, yes, the British have 50 words for penis.
I think we do. I mean, we could list them all. Like, you know, pork sword. That's another one.
Whoa.
Let's move on anyway. Enough about,
Okay, yeah. So that was British people are weird. So
as we just proved,
I thought I want to eat an English breakfast.
breakfast.
I don't insult my pronunciation. I swear to God.
It's pronounced brekkie.
I know how to say breakfast. I know how to say breakfast, but I've said breakfast for all my life, so it just comes naturally out of my mouth. Okay.
Don't insult my pronunciation. Manimal then goes on to insult any time
it's-
someone says crisps.
It's also like when I eat broccoli, I just eat the tops and not the bottoms. It's just been something I've been doing since I was a kid. It's a natural reaction.
Oh
okay?
no, the bombs are real good.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Nah, whatever.
No, it's like a tree. So you only
Yeah,
you just have the top of
it's like
it.
just eating the
Gentlemen,
leaves off the
please.
tree.
It's
That-
all bad.
yeah.
Oh no. Anyway,
So anyway, what was I saying? So I wanted to have one of their grand morning meals. There, is
Full
that
English,
better
it's
for you?
called. A full English breakfast.
Yeah, but I don't know where to get that, so I didn't have that.
I guarantee you have every ingredient there. You just need baked beans,
Oh, definitely, but I'm not going to do that at home.
bacon, egg, hash browns, but not the ones you guys have, more of the McDonald's style ones.
Which means
Well, when I had hash brown in America, it was like loose.
yeah.
What?
I mean, the McDonald's ones are just the loose kind, just pressed into a shape.
That's the ones we have.
yeah,
we have those too. It
you
just
can get that.
depends
you
where
get
you
them
go,
ones.
I guess.
You can go to Tim's for that.
Yeah, get them. And you're done.
See, when we have them pressed into shape, we call them tater tots.
Tater tots.
Ah, tater tots.
Yeah, sorry, Manimal. I'm shitting all over your week.
And no, it's all right because I honestly have nothing exciting to say at all.
You should have gone to.
Like last week I got the Daya Nestleberry and stuff. This time, nah, nothing exciting.
What you should do for your next restaurant review is find somewhere that does a full English.
Oh shit, that reminds me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so last week we were talking about the Jamaican place, and I was like, I'm totally gonna go to the Jamaican place.
You didn't go, did you?
So I had in my mind, I'm gonna go there, but it's closed.
That guy was so disappointed that you
This guy
faded
like,
him
no,
for 3 weeks. He closed
literally,
shop.
when we were talking about it, it was open. Like when we talked about it on the episode, it was open. But when I went there, it was gone. The sign was gone.
said
The
last
store was
week.
closed.
I know how you feel because there was like a southern like place that opened up near my office. I went with a coworker like the first couple days it was open. Nobody was fucking there. 2 weeks later, it was gone.
Yeah, it's exactly it. I mean, it's in a shitty place of town where it has bad parking on a bad busy intersection, but it's still like, come on. I was like, I'm ready to have some jerk chicken, but nope. So I went home and I played a Bob Marley song to commemorate the death of the place. I think it was a fitting tribute. As I ate Tim's instead of jerk chicken.
Slightly ironic as it was everything's gonna be alright.
Yeah, that's what it was too. But yeah, anyways, I was saying with breakfast, so I went to the Scandinavian place again anyway, and I had a choice between the little Viking and the big Viking. But I thought, I'm a true Viking warrior, you know?
Mhm.
I can handle it. So, you know, the first 2 pieces of toast, 2 eggs, it was good. It was all good. Then there was still 3 pancakes, 3 sausages, 2 eggs, and potatoes.
See, that's the thing I don't get about your guys' breakfasts. You mix you mix sweet with savory, you know. You mix in your desserts. Pancakes for dessert,
I mean,
in my
I
opinion.
don't know.
no, they're not.
They're a dessert.
How?
Because you have them with, like, ice cream and stuff.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
What do
Yeah,
you put on
dude.
your
You just
toast?
eat the
You can use
syrup
jam,
or
which
whatever
is
on
sweet.
them.
I still don't like putting jam on toast. I'm not a jam
yes,
kind
but
of guy.
think about it. Everyone in the world has like double mocha cafe lattes with their fucking breakfast nowadays.
I guess so.
I
Is that
don't.
not getting
No,
sweet
that's your
with a
drink.
savory, though?
Because you can have your milkshake with, that's your drink.
I wake
It's
up every
still,
morning. I have
you're
not
like
on the-
going extra sweet though.
It's not on the same plate. You're not mixing bacon with
You
with
don't
your
put the
milkshake.
pancakes on the same plate. They have their own separate plate.
Oh, okay. Okay, I stand corrected.
Actually, no.
Okay,
In this
okay.
case, it's just one giant plate, which pisses me off. Because
Okay, that's
like I
weird.
said, I'm not a savage animal who just cuts into the stack of pancakes.
Oh, I do like mixing them all together though, and you get that last piece of bacon to like scoop up the extra syrup. Oh, nom, nom, nom.
Ah.
Again, people who cut into stacks of pancakes are savage, uncultured animals, and I'm not one of them.
He's not a savage animal. He's a manimal.
Oh, damn. So anyways, that was unexciting. Well, it was a hard prefix to get through, but I did anyway.
Well, congratulations on your step up to a big Viking. You're a big boy Viking.
I'm a big boy. Anyways, that's literally all I have to say because I didn't do anything exciting or noteworthy this week.
Okay, fair enough. Coryn.
Not how you pronounce
saying
it.
that now. Coryn.
So, my week was weird. I got thrown into a project at the 11th hour. Kinda.
It's always good.
No, it's not. But, I mean, that was work. Saturday, did a lot of stuff. Nair and I both we went to IKEA, got myself a kitchen table now, finally. So I'm taking that big empty space in my apartment and turning it into the dining room it was always supposed to be.
Fulfill your destiny.
And then we went out and saw Thor Ragnarok, which was fun.
Speaking of big boy Vikings,
Big boy
Yeah.
Vikings. Thor Ragnarok's so good. It's still really fresh, so I probably shouldn't talk about details since I'm sure not everyone listening has seen it yet. But
No,
Yeah.
I haven't gone to see it yet.
it's really good, to be honest, though. Like,
Wait.
it's quite good.
Spoiler alert, he has short hair.
he does
Right.
have short hair. It's
Right,
in all
that's-
the trailers.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of in all the trailers, really wish they'd saved the Hulk surprise.
No, they don't do that anymore in movies. You got to ruin every surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there were the trailer has definitely been changed from the movie. So like there's some scenes in the trailer like completely different.
Yes.
And not just like it's a different take, like they really fucked with you. Like obviously they changed backgrounds and kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
But, like,
Thor doesn't
obscure-
show up for the last 50 minutes of the movie.
Oh, okay.
it's not-
That's
No,
always
it-
good
it-
when your titular character goes MIA.
Yeah.
It's really good, and like it's hard to like rank for my case because I was trying to all morning.
Mm-hmm.
On my,
Is it better
like,
than
greatest-
Winter Soldier?
That's what I'm trying to get to. Thank you.
Oh.
Is that it's just an entirely different movie from like Winter Soldier, so it's hard to rank on like a sliding scale of this is the good ones and these are the bad ones.
What's the
It's
tone
real.
of the film?
It's very lighthearted. It's just it's a fun space romp. There's no
Gotcha.
like, it gets a little heavy and like one or two times, but it's mostly comedic, very lighthearted.
Avengers
fun.
level? Or
I think it's more like Guardians.
Because I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 with my wife, like, right after I got home. And it was very similar to that, but I think it was a little bit more fast-paced and fun.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty fast paced. I would never say it was rushed. It never felt rushed to me, but it was definitely a faster paced movie.
I
in a way that
think it was rushed. There's some really emotional scenes that they just don't dwell on, but hey, to each their own.
I know. Question. Do you have to have watched the first two Thor movies to be able to watch this one, or can you get away with
Yes.
just seeing the Avengers?
It would help. Yeah. Have you not seen the first two Thor movies?
Nope.
Do that.
Okay.
Because nothing's going to make sense otherwise.
Can I not just get the plot from the Avengers?
No. Because
That's
the Avengers,
not
only
how
the
it
first
works.
Avengers movie has anything to do with Thor Loki's kind of plot line.
It has Loki and...
It does, but there's a whole... Thor 2 happened after Avengers, and a whole bunch of shit, really important shit kind of happened.
Nah.
As far as
If it helps, you probably don't need to see the Iron Mans or Captain America movies if you absolutely can't
I've seen
watch
Iron
anything
Man.
else.
I just haven't seen Captain America. Or Thor. Or Hulk.
so bad. Just
I
watch
haven't
the
seen
Thor
Captain
movies.
America, any
The
of
first
those.
Thor movie
Or
is
Black
really-
Widow.
There's no Black Widow movie.
What
I
about
don't
Ghost
think
in the Shell?
anyone needs to watch the Hulk movie. That's A-okay.
Yeah, I did see The Incredible Hulk. It wasn't good. I actually preferred the 2003 one.
I saw the 2003 one. Super green guy. It's amazing.
I like
The
that.
effects.
I liked that movie when I was a kid. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but I liked it when I was a kid.
I think that's part of it. But anyway, yeah. It's good. Go watch the first 2 Thor movies and then watch Thor Ragnarok. And
Okay, fair
then,
enough.
I don't know. Today was just real busy. I built a table. I have a dining room now. Made a pot of chili. Did laundry. Usual kind of stuff. Really wanted to write, but I basically ended up doing all my normal routine stuff, and then we recorded this episode. So it's just been real hectic today.
You're writing with your voice right now.
Technically I'm not.
Well,
At any rate, that's...
Oh no, there's captions. There's captions on the video that are automatically generated, meaning your speech is turned to text.
I've always wondered how well those do with us, but I don't
They do
think they're...
pretty good, honestly.
I have never seen. I would love to see how.
No, honestly, if you look at the closed captions for YouTube videos, they've gotten really good. They used to be a good joke back in the day, but they're really good now, actually.
Okay, I'm going on episode 112.
I mean, there'll be
Like
some
Titty
moments where, like,
Princess.
when I say Dia, it just puts down die. Like, it'll do stuff like that, but it's actually pretty decent, the captions. So if there's anything I want to hear in the episode, I just look at the captions and just type in a word.
Okay, I've just seen 10 seconds of ours. It says, "My name is Sunburn, on his Vacant. Joining me is the man Moore." Oh, okay, that's all it said. Joining me is the man Moore. Why is there no more?
Manimal? I don't know, maybe yours are weird because like the closed captions have been a lot better than they used to
Laughter. Oh my god, applause! It says applause, then laughter, and then...
Okay, the section I'm watching at about 22 minutes in is actually doing pretty good. Although, there's no punctuation, so it's just like a big flowing thought.
There's things like that, definitely. So sometimes
think
when I
it
watch
picks
YouTube
up-
videos now, I just put the closed captions on.
Also,
because
is that a photo of the Nuremberg rally as the background?
That's the Black Gate battle.
What?
Close!
That's different.
That's the Battle of the Black Gate at the end of Return of the King.
Okay, it's all black and white, and I see it looks like torches, so it's hard to tell.
It's close.
Yeah, it's similar, same realm.
I'm just saying, from a distance, it's hard to tell. Because they're just little
Don't know.
blobs.
About a bomb rainbow, and that isn't the first one. So wait a minute. I think Leprechaun in the Hood comes later in the Leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
Okay,
Why
it's definitely
did
got to say Is it saying leprechaun? Or what is it?
Genuinely saying Leprechaun, like it's spelling it correctly.
Oh.
It's just my
Okay, so
pronunciation.
you're just pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah. Hey, don't
'Cause you're
mock
saying-
my
That's
That's
pronunciation.
something
you're
that I
saying-
noticed in last episode. You said leprechaun.
That's how
You're
we
saying
say it over
like
here.
a leper unicorn crossbreed.
That's
Why do
just
you
how
say
we
leprechaun?
It here. We just say Leprechaun.
Why?
That's how we say it. Because that's how we say it.
That's
Why?
dumb.
Why'd you have milk in bags,
Because
motherfucker?
I told you we're so extreme that we need bags to handle
That was
makes
the
sense.
dumbest sentence I've ever heard.
You guys are babies. You need
Nairbons.
freaking baby
How-
cartons to hold them. We have bags.
You
Like
put your
true
bag in a jug anyway, you dumb shit. It's the same thing.
care, and we have procedure.
Or no,
And we
place
care
the
about
bag
the
in the jug.
environment.
Nairbons, how was your week?
Ignore my week. This is better. Keep going. Milk and
Okay.
bag.
Have environment and lots of it.
We have environment.
Most of it. Most of this country is environment that no one lives in. But we maintain it with our milk bags.
There's an awful lot of environment in our country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
You rank
a lot
on
of
the
people.
environment scale.
An awful lot of people, but an awful lot of environments.
Yeah, I've been pretty good. Started NaNoWriMo.
Yeah!
And it's NaNoWriMo.
So, gonna do that this year. And while I keep searching for a job, it's a lot more likely I'll succeed this year.
Why search for a job when you could just be a successful author by the end of November?
I sure might be. Maybe. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully. Can you give us any info on what you are writing right now, or is it
Yeah,
a new
it's
thing?
based on a thing Lego said would be dumb a long, long time ago. a shonen tournament noir.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I think it'd be fun.
that'd be dumb. Well, you know,
I mean, it will be dumb.
could be
Don't
good.
get me wrong, but it'll be fun.
dumb fun is always good.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally gotta do Mugi X Cake X Dia X Castro.
That is a shonen tournament that I'd like to see.
Shit, that'd
In
be
my
good.
dreams.
The cake would probably win because it looks so good that nobody could dare to hit it.
Mugi would be all up in that cake.
Oh, no, the cake is hitting Mugi.
Oh, okay. Take out Mugi first, because Mugi is the only threat to it.
The cake hits Mugi.
Yeah. I mean, and not in an abusive way.
No. Like I'm saying it's a hardcore cake Mugi sex scene playing out in the middle of the death arena.
They're both consenting. Mugi's like, come on, hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
He's a sub.
What would a cake do? I can just get the image of it just...
It smacks against her. No, the cake... No, I'm writing it. The cake ripples against Mugi's skin. Her dough-like... porcelain.
There's no way she's getting out of a yeast infection here.
Icing against her porcelain skin. It ripples like the ocean.
You write.
Are we
your
talking
ideas
like
down.
buttercream icing or whipped?
Funfetti.
Yeah!
I think we've broken Manimal.
He's broken now.
I accidentally wore a thigh-high sock today, and I kind of like it.
It's the winter. You better
know,
get those
right?
thighs covered up.
Like, honestly, I don't have socks like this, but I guess one just appeared in my room, and I'm just like, this is...
Are you wearing your sister's sock?
Oh, no.
Wait, thigh high. Thigh high.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay, I was in my brain. I was thinking knee high. I was like, I can understand why you've got them.
It's not quite that high, but it's...
How the fuck do you get a thigh high sock from?
It's a normal black sock with a gray bottom. It,
okay. That explains where it appeared from.
It makes my flubbery leg look really good.
I mean, at least have a backstory to my thigh-high sock.
And do tell me.
Have we not gone over this?
I don't know.
I own a pair of girls' thigh-high socks, but they only go up to about, like, just under my knee. But back in college, Nair and I's roommate got all of us, the roommates, girls' thigh-high socks for Christmas.
Huh.
Mine are orange.
They're very
nice.
soft, but at this point, I'm kind of worn through the soles of them, so I might need to get another pair, to be honest with you, because they're very warm.
Oh shit, I confuse things. I meant to say, like, calf.
Oh,
Almost.
okay. Because when you said
thigh.
thigh,
Calf and thigh are different parts.
Yes,
of
Yeah.
I realized that after I said it. I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, hang on a minute. Like,
I guess this is technically knee high. Yeah.
knee high.
It's not pantyhose.
We know what to get Coryn for Christmas. It's just
we
a
sure
bunch
do.
of thigh highs.
I am
Anything
in
else?
touch with my.
Zetai Ryoe.
I'm in touch with my feminine self.
Anything else from you now that you want to
Not.
drop in?
Really, it's been kind of a slow week.
Yeah. Okay, you've been busy NaNoWriMoing it up. I guess I'll quickly touch on my week then. I have also been making a start on NaNoWriMo. I know
Ooh.
Manimal said this. I've just been carrying on writing. I've just used it as an excuse. An hour each day. That's all I'm doing. I'm not really forcing. I haven't got a goal of how many words. It's more just do an hour each day, which I'm not doing today because instead we're recording a podcast. So it's not every day. I figured.
Well,
Like I said,
Get a
you're
good
writing
4-day
with your
streak.
speech.
Yeah. I just figured there's no point me setting unrealistic targets. I'm really bad for that. I'm setting something that's ridiculous and I'm not going to do or stick to.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Where are those YouTube videos on the channel?
Listen, there's a YouTube video every week, every Wednesday that goes into this, or Thursday if I'm shit and I delay it. Or as I did in the case of last week's episode, I prepped it and what's the word? Had it all. God, what's it called? What's it called when it
Rendered?
Ready to publish?
rendered? Ready to publish. There we go. It was ready to publish, but I didn't press the save button, so it didn't upload when I went to bed. So I got up and it was still just there, and I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, good job.
So, but I'm sure. Sorry, anyone who was desperately waiting the 7 hours it took for me to put it on. I'm
it must
sure
have
no
been
one was.
brutal for you.
It must have been hard for you guys. All those
Look,
masses
we've
up
got. I'm gonna guess at least across all our platforms, at least 120 people listening to this.
Oh, that's a big estimation.
Look, there's 62 on YouTube, and we have like 5 other places it's at.
That's a big estimation.
I don't know. Well, there's a couple hundred.
Honestly, dedicated listens, I would say under 25.
I feel like you're not giving us enough credit.
I don't know. I'm not
Look,
sure.
every episode gets
no
at
idea.
least 30 views, so you're wrong already.
I meant like people who would listen to all of it.
I don't know. YouTube's not a good indicator for that anyway, because it's not a podcasting platform, really.
No, because
It's
YouTube
not.
would be somewhere you'd find a podcast and then you just click on it in the recommended stuff and be like, whatever.
Yeah. There's more videos coming. Fuck you. There's the shit in the pipeline already.
Okay.
You make some videos. I saw your
I've
little
been
Toys
making
R Us
videos on
magazine
my
video.
Swami
I
Salami
know.
channel.
I watched a little Toys R Us video.
Why are we not just putting your videos on our channel?
Do you want me
I
to
feel like
put
it's-
my Do you want me to put my Roblox Phantom Forces gameplay on your channel?
I feel like it's the same cross section of people looking for it.
Honestly, it is because it's just like a really just dumb playthrough. I mean, I don't want to say it's ironic because I say serious things, but I'm playing a silly game. Is that
Yeah,
kind of
but
thing.
I burnt through all your videos this week.
Did you?
Yes, you're just on exactly the same rants you go on here.
Yeah, but
it is literally.
I don't say fight for Spain.
You said something about it. Dyer's pain in Spain, aren't they?
That is in Spain, yeah.
Oh, no.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe you can put it on. Anyway, so there's shit coming. Next year, there's shit coming. NaNoWriMo is good. What have I done in my week? Other than NaNoWriMo, I finally caught up with My Hero Academia. I've finished. I'm up to date with the chapters. Oh, I can't wait for another chapter. It's so good. I am fully on board with this now. I know I had my, I was in the summer. God damn, I'm hooked now. This is probably my favorite franchise of the year. It'd get my vote.
Well, that's the way Shonen works, right? You ease into it, and then it just gets you, right?
It does. You know me, I'm Shonen trash through and through. I love me Shonen. I love my Shonen. And when there's certain things that hook you, I'm like, yeah, I'm on board. There's certain things.
Well, actually, that is an interesting point, and I think with series like that, it is because I never considered that. Because again, when I started watching that show, I didn't think anything of it. But certainly with the Shonen, it's something that you just in the beginning is like, okay.
You just keep going with it.
Then
You're
eventually,
like,
there's probably that moment where you realize things, and you're like, wait, what's been developing is pretty cool. I didn't even realize that.
I think because they're long form
Yeah.
storytelling, like
you gotta have patience.
Yeah, like whenever I try a shonen and I know it's going to be, over 100 episodes or 100, a few hundred chapters, rather than the 3-episode rule or whatever, I'll
30
give
episode rule.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds silly, but it's closer to that because everyone remembers that moment that made it all click for them in a certain show. Like, or you read in and go, yes, I get it.
If you think about Dragon Ball Z, I mean, the thing with Raditz was kind of a grabbing thing initially, I think.
I hated it. I wasn't...
Well, really? Because, there's the part where, like, Goku just dies in the beginning, so that's kind of an interesting thing.
The first 2 episodes, I watched it when it debuted on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Way back in, 96. I didn't know what the hell was going on, never heard of it, never seen
The first
Dragon Ball.
episode, he's just, like, chilling in a forest, cutting down a tree, like, hey, family.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean,
Go home,
I
get
guess-
kidnapped? Is a kid with a tail? Didn't like it, hated it.
It's
Watched
hard.
it for years.
It's hard to compare on DBZ because DBZ came out when I was just watching anything that was animated on TV because I was 12. I think like a more recent example would be when I was reading through Black Clover and they went to the loot cave basically.
That
And
was the moment.
when that was that little arc there was like, oh, this is good. I like this now.
That's what turned me onto it and said, right, this is a shonen. This is the kind that I like. Because the first, I was a bit meh.
And
not
that's
really
at
caring.
least 50 chapters in.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah,
I don't know
actually,
where
I
it
suppose
is.
30, 40, 50, yeah.
I have no idea. It's quite a while in though.
That is an interesting thing to think about, because certainly I feel like I'm not patient enough with some series. Like, some things just sneak up on you on that, like that.
I have a
guess.
lot more patience for some things as opposed to others. Comedies and such, if they don't grab me immediately almost, I'm out. I won't
with
give it
with
that
a
same
comedy,
patience.
it's usually going to be 12 episodes, and you can get the feel from the first episode.
Even longish, mangas that are 100 to 150 chapters or something. If I'm not grabbed within the first couple, I won't give it the same, I won't do a volume.
You at least have to present an interesting concept to start.
Like with comedies, usually the first episode will start with the best stuff. Like Daily Lives of High School Boys, the first episode is the best. It has all the good jokes in it. I
mean, I suppose as well, you immediately get the sense of humor that's in a comedy, I suppose, so you'll know if you're going to enjoy it or not.
So for instance, if you happen to watch a classy show like A Sister's All You Need, episode 1 will tell you all you need to know about it.
It'll tell you all you need. The first 2 minutes don't, but,
Just walk away now. That's what it tells you.
Back up, Terry. Oh my god, I just did an accent, and that's just reminding me of something I did do in my week. Okay.
Oh.
Slightly embarrassing thing, and you'll know why this is embarrassing. It was more awkward than embarrassing, but we were doing some filming. We were practicing in the studio at work, and they wanted to throw a lot of different situations at us. So there was, our camera's broken, your mic's broken, blah, 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 blah. And they goes to me and this girl, they were saying, okay, Sai, we want to, you need to be the interviewee, so you need to be interviewed. So try and put them off. Try and, I don't know, do a voice, do an accent, do a funny accent. They told me this, right, do an accent, just try and put them off, try and, be funny with them, try and be awkward, I was like, okay. My mind went completely blank. I was like, I need to do an accent. I need to become a character. What character can I do? And without me being conscious of it, when they just went, and I'm here with, and it was building up, I could feel it, I tried to stop it, and all of a sudden, I said good Lord!
I knew it!
And the Nekomimi Pastor came out!
I knew you were gonna do that.
And immediately I just regretted it, and I was like, I've got to spend 5 minutes in this character without mentioning Nekomimis. And then it was the most awkward thing in the world, because it's what is he doing? Without context, I've just done a really racist accent of a it's a Southern Baptist, but it does have some it has some kind of black connotations to it. I can't help it, that's just the way the voice is, it's funny. Oh god, that was awkward. That was painful. Because, just seeing someone looking me in the eyes while I did this voice was the weirdest thing in the world. It's fine doing it on this. It's okay. But someone's staring at me.
They asked you to throw them off, and I think you succeeded.
Yeah. When I talk about the scriptures! And then it's just like they're trying to seriously interview me. I'm like, what is going on?
It's a loud voice, too, right?
Yeah. I was like, there's a whole people in the control room, and then there's just him staring me in the eyes, trying to seriously interview Nekomimi Pastor, not knowing it's Nekomimi Pastor. Yeah. I couldn't possibly explain it, but that was funny. And
would it have been easier to do Fat Man Scoop as a character?
It would have been, but then after the initial "Who are you?" and I go, Fat Man Scoop! And then they ask me a question. Yeah, what else am I going to do? When they say, I don't know, and what you do for a living. Fat Man Scoop!
You could have just, that would have really thrown them off you to say the same thing every time.
When you are Fat Man Scoop, every answer is Fat Man Scoop.
I guess. That's all you need.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Scoop!
Mint chocolate chip!
Mint chocolate chip! Brooklyn Clan! I know.
That's like as soon as you do that tone when you get to run, you get like this roll in your throat.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, my mind just went blank. I was like, oh, I'm not good with accents. And I could just feel something building up, and I was like, oh, no. And it just came out. That was too late, but never mind. It was a long 5 minutes, but we got through it. We survived. Didn't say anything too offensive, so I still kept my job, which was a bonus. Other than that, not too much. Like I say, reading, doing a bit of catching up on some animes, but we'll roll into the news before we talk about what we've been.
You know what else? You know what other alternate accent you can do for the Nekomimi Pasta?
Okay.
And I say good day to all my fine children. You can go for that approach with it.
Okay, let me try it then, before we move on to the news. And I said to all of my folks out there, you gotta read the book of Nekomimi. I'm turning, I can't help it, it just goes back.
When you do that, you don't have to, whisper scream as much.
I will say, I did not touch that Nekomimi. She was a willing participant In my sermon, Lego's black van was not involved.
No, it wasn't.
Dunno.
Sure wasn't. But
I said! I'm gonna move on. News, news,
okay,
news,
we
news,
got
news.
probably the biggest news story this week involves everyone's favorite little rascal.
Go. Who? Please don't
Osama
say
Bin
Osama.
Laden's
I knew you were
archive
gonna
collection.
say it.
So they leaked the contents that Ron. Okay, what is it? So Osama Bin Laden's hideout in like Pakistan or whatever, right? This is like the contents of like a hard drive that was shared with
Yes,
people, or that
yeah.
was just his hard drive.
I think it was his. It was
Yeah.
attributed to him. So
It was the computer that was inside the compound used by him.
Okay, so let's think of Osama Bin Laden. Hates America, big guy. Oh, America evil. Osama Bin Laden has movies like Cars and Chicken Little on this hard drive.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, Bible Black.
Whoa! We all know what he was doing. I mean, to be fair, it must get lonely in them caves.
Yeah. And what was it? Naruto games are on there.
Naruto, Final
Some
Fantasy VII,
Final
Bleach.
Fantasy.
He was, and Dragon Ball as well made the list.
Yeah,
Naruto,
he has like
Bleach, and Dragon
a
Ball.
lot of games.
Yeah, quite a few like Game Boy emulators.
What else is he gonna do? I really loved that it was like he was an anime fan and a pirate in the news article I saw. Really stressing. He's an arsehole, this guy. He pirated
He's an
stuff.
asshole only because he's a pirate.
Yeah, like as if it was really like just not by legal means. It was like he has blah 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 like Naruto and Bleach games. Not
SEAL
by
Team
legal
6, sponsored by Nintendo, taking out those dirty pirates.
means. That must have been it. That's when they found him. It's when Nintendo had enough. Miyamoto was like, right, this motherfucker has been on Twitch streaming Super Mario. Get down there and sort him out. Yeah, it's weirdly.
The thing that got me about this wasn't that he had Naruto or whatever. It's that he had Chicken Little and Cars.
Oh, it kind of, in a weird way, it humanizes him.
Yeah, but can you
I'm
imagine
sort of like,
Osama Bin Laden? All you think about Osama Bin Laden is that he must be a guy who just constantly sits around like, how are we going to destroy America today? But no, he's watching Cars. He's watching Lightning McQueen in the country with Larry the Cable Guy. He's singing along to Life is a Highway. Or he's sitting in his base on dialysis, waiting for his nurse to change his bedpan. Okay?
Just think of, alright, we have one computer. Al-Qaeda, we can share 3 save files for FF7. One of you is gonna have to wait turns.
But wait, Osama.
And
Oh god.
I mean, also, like, he had, like, documentaries about him, which would be, like, the ultimate joke thing, right? Like, you just laugh at all the misinformation, like the false leads and everything that people must have thought.
Oh, he had that conspiracy theory loose change. That
Oh.
just... That's gotta be good for a laugh.
Do
If
you
you're
think-
Osama Bin Laden.
It's crazy, actually. This is really crazy, the
Do
content.
you think he ever did the Naruto run when they blitzed the compound?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he was, like, bedridden and really sick, though.
Oh, I don't know why I'm R-ing. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like when you hear that King Jong-il was a really big fan of Elvis, and that's why he wore that like suit and stuff, and you're like, oh,
That
oddly humanizes them, despite them being, terrible people.
We do have to start bringing up the theories, though. Is it possible that they only killed a fake while the real Bin Laden used some kind of substitution jutsu?
He used shadow clone jutsu.
That's why he was so into Naruto.
You're gonna find him at the next Comic-Con just with a ninja headband on.
So he's gonna
Sir,
be dressed-
we shot him, but there appears to be only some sort of a wooden log in his bed.
He's gonna be dressed as Lightning McQueen at Comic-Con.
Oh god. That was definitely the most unexpected news story.
Oh, totally, because Osama, you thought he was done. You thought you'd never hear about him ever again.
I guess
You know.
we've got to stop talking about how Hitler was the first weeaboo and talk about how what is it with these guys? Hitler, Osama, Genghis Khan, all big anime fans.
No, Genghis Khan.
Genghis Chan, sorry. He was a huge anime fan.
Okay,
Loved
so we
his
got
harems.
Genghis Chan, Ojo Osama Bin Laden, and we'll work on something for the Fuhrer.
Oh, if it comes out that Castro was watching Astro Boy, I'll lose my shit.
God.
Castro Boy!
Castro Boy! Castro Boy!
You gotta
Oh, man.
Okay, freaking Castro probably did watch something, right? He probably had something that he liked like that.
He had some Bible Black on there. That's for sure.
You know, when he was sitting around eating his ice cream, maybe he watched a good old show.
That was, yeah, I was not
I
expecting.
remember, what is it? Knights of the Zodiac is really popular in Spanish-speaking countries. So let's not
Maybe.
rule it out that Saint Seiya was in Castro's VHS player.
Yeah. But no, it's just amusing because you think like, okay, like Osama Bin Laden is hiding out in this place for years and years. Like he has to be doing something with his time besides just rubbing his hands together like a fly, plotting the demise of the Western world.
I mean, he was still a human being, so yeah, I guess he needed some kind of entertainment as well.
A human being who
No matter
enjoyed
how
movies
sadistic.
like Cars and Chicken Little.
That should have been a warning sign. Do you think maybe like they lost respect for him as the Al Qaeda?
What do you think that? I can't even.
There's a joke about 72 waifus awaiting him in heaven, but that's God.
But I just can't imagine. Can you just imagine him sitting there in his hospital bed watching Chicken Little?
Yeah.
It's insane.
I can imagine. I don't know. That was weird.
Just memo to the rest of Al Qaeda: the Ice Age sequels are not as good as the first one. Not worth your time, guys.
All of a sudden, that appears in the newsletter. Oh my god!
I just love the idea that there's an Al Qaeda newsletter that
You
gets
think
sent
at the end
out.
he was just sending out like weird, crazy memos?
Well, maybe, right? Like just memos about Ice Age and hey guys, have you heard about Cars 2?
May the 2nd. Yusuf, did you overwrite my save file on Final Fantasy 7? I swear to God, I will beat you up.
Well, actually, no. Cars 2 probably wasn't came out after he died. 2011, he died. Or when did Cars 2 come out? I don't know.
I died. Didn't follow the.
I don't
Didn't
watch
follow
it.
that.
I just see it like Ray Romano is a comedic genius, and if you disagree with me,
Okay.
Speaking.
Very important question. Where does Osama stand, subs versus dubs?
Oh shit!
Man.
That's a really good question. Yeah, but do you think they have like what is it like Arabic dubs and stuff like that though?
I assume.
Oh,
so.
sure.
oh certainly
He could speak English, no?
He could.
Osama Bin
Like he
Laden.
went to
studied
school.
and-
Yeah, he
Yeah.
studied English. I mean,
Oh,
he
that's
had
right.
to
That's
speak.
right. He did. Yeah. That's right.
He was a smart dude from a wealthy family. You know, it's
That's
part
true.
of the reason all this went so well for him for a long time.
Yeah.
That's right. But
Yeah, that was definitely the most unexpected news. So to change
that's
tack from
crazy.
the weirdest news of the week to something that's apparently a news story on Anime News Network, but surely, guess what, guys? This is news. 90% of Crunchyroll users identify as gamers. What a headline!
Why would
What
that
a
ever be
headline.
news story? There's like that's the most obvious shit in the world. Well,
I
people
know.
who like anime
Why-
usually like games.
Why
my
would you?
God.
Oh my god! Why would you? Why would that even need to be a survey?
Hey,
I
guys,
just wanted to read you that headline for
You'll
stupidity.
never find out. You'll never guess how much crossover of that percentage actually liked anime games.
Oh wow! Are you guys mean to tell me that sports fans like drinking?
What?
Holy shit!
Yes. It was really weird, but yeah, that was obvious. Speaking of Crunchyroll now, the other big story of the week was Crunchyroll. You know them pirating sites that can give you all vicious viruses.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll joined those esteemed ranks as well. It wasn't Crunchyroll that was hacked. In fact, I have actually got the blog post from Crunchyroll in front of me, so I'll read this.
Cool.
And gloss over it for you guys. So, at 3:30 a.m. PST this morning, malicious individuals gained access and altered our Cloudflare configuration. Cloudflare sits between incoming visitors and Crunchyroll and normally redirects traffic to our servers. The attackers redirected incoming visitors intended for Crunchyroll.com to a non-Crunchyroll hosted server with the intent for visitors to download a malicious file named CrunchyViewer.x. The file is malware directly targeting Windows PC web users. We took down the site at 6 a.m. as a precaution. We were able to resecure and restore the connection to our service at 9 a.m. PST. Crunchyroll service was fully restored at 9:30. We've identified this as an isolated attack on our Cloudflare layer and not Crunchyroll itself. As such, our servers were not compromised in any way. No users' details and information were at risk. We take security very seriously, and we will pursue this malicious attack on our users to the fullest extent of the law. And then
it makes me wonder. Makes me wonder how they got in.
Well,
you can.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know. You can break into servers in like weird ways too. You know.
Didn't they let go of a lot of IT staff, like last year or earlier this year? Crunchyroll. They let go of a lot of IT
Sounds
guys.
Familiar.
So I mean, we don't know. This is literally just speculation, but maybe that had an impact.
It's just speculation, but it was definitely true.
But maybe it was the people who were let go. I don't know. But yeah, this was a virus. If anyone did access Crunchyroll and downloaded that at that time, then please, we'll put the blog post in a link dump. Click on it, follow the instructions. Obviously, make sure that you are safe and protected. But yeah, I couldn't watch no
People
anime yesterday.
People that use Crunchyroll in the web browser.
I do. A lot of the time.
I have it on my PS4, so it's not a big deal.
I watched on my PS4, but I watched on laptop as well when I need to.
See, yeah, that makes sense. The thing for me is Crunchyroll is on a laptop. It's like you can go to the anime sites for exactly the same thing. But whereas if you have it on like one of your boxes or whatever else, then it's like it makes more sense to pay for it when you have it that way.
Well,
it's
sometimes
just nice to have it on the TV.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like having it on the TV, but say if you
I've watched anime on a computer screen in forever.
If the TV's in use now, I'll use my laptop, or if I'm at work, for example, I can use it on one of my work screens. So,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You know.
Oh no, I bring my TV with me everywhere I go.
My 50-inch TV in my backpack.
If you want to watch it with me, shut up.
I mean, I've still
school.
got my 17-inch TV I can just tuck under my arm and take where I want it.
Casually just take it on the bus or whatever.
I'd quite like to do that.
Anyone have a plugin they're not using? I just need a reach.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it. But yeah, they went down, and it was kind of funny. I mean, obviously not for them. They were stressing. And thank you, Crunchyroll, for giving us anime, even though we can get it free. But it is quite funny. Just Miles, the PR guy, or how he's the one who sort of. I don't know how I'm not a huge fan of him, and just how he's quite derogatory to fans. He's like, he'll tell someone if they say, "Oh, I never pay for Crunchyroll. I'd rather, go and get it for free." Well, you're too stupid to understand how you're harming the industry.
That's not how you talk to people.
Isn't he head of PR, or he's head of something?
That's not how you convince people to go to your side.
Exactly. You can't.
He's actually the head of the fuck you department.
Pretty much, it sounds like. Cause
if you want to convince someone to go to your side or see your way, you don't personally insult them.
Yeah. Like, I've never met him, never met the guy, never had an interaction with the guy other than what we see on Twitter, and his personal Twitter account, but I will say, if you represent a company, particularly in a prominent position, particularly a large company, and you're head of something that is directly related to engaging with your customers, maybe, not put really derogatory stuff or directly insult them. When I'm at work, I have a company persona, and I do not talk back to customers, and I'm not an arsehole to customers, basically. If they were to gain access...
That's what you do.
Yeah, I have to be careful with what I put on my social media, because in case anyone finds me, because they know who I am. So, and it goes for everyone. I'm sure everyone has a social media policy in any job that they work at. You represent that company, even in your personal life. Particularly one like that, so...
And this fine mug is our valiant worker sigh.
There you go. This fine one is Vacant. Find him on a travel mug in Canada somewhere.
Look at this beautiful composition and hat.
I wear that
Come
hat
on,
everywhere.
get up, stand around, turn around, show them your teeth, flex your muscles.
I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, so Crunchyroll it was quite funny just seeing all that scrambling around and everyone just going, ha ha ha, and dragging up all the tweets of, don't use Kiss Anime, you'll get viruses. It's like, yeah, in a petty kind of way. But it's all back up and running, so it's all good. But I didn't get a chance.
I find it interesting that piracy is an argument in 2017. This,
It's always going to be.
Like, I find it weird with things like piracy and emojis and stuff like that that it becomes popular now, but it's
the
been
Emoji
around
Movie?
since the beginning. Well, no, emojis on their own have become more popular in recent years, even though that was an old thing. And even when I was looking through the Toys R Us catalog, there was stuff like LOLs. But it's like, that's like freaking classic MSN dialogue.
Oh god, yeah. You walk around everywhere and you'll find emoji pillows, emoji sweets, like for trick-or-treating and...
It's weird to me that it becomes a thing now. I mean, I've said that before, but,
Yeah. I know what you mean.
It's weird the way that things like that work, but I guess that's how it works.
Yeah. And then, just to round out news real quickly, I'll just hit a couple. Cowboy Bebop director Shinichiro Watanabe is working on a new anime, apparently music-inspired, with Studio Bones. So,
Love Live Sunshine 3.
I will look forward to whatever it is. He was in Australia and he was telling them how Australia reminded him of Mad Max.
Didgeridoo idols.
Didgeridoo idols. I would love an Australian Idol program.
They're the Didgeridoo idols.
The Sheilas. There you go.
Oh, the Sheilas, that's right.
You get a didgeridoo.
I feel like the most Australian Idol group would just be called, like, the Flying Cunts or something.
Oh, definitely.
You fucking good cunt. Yeah, it'd be well good. You can crack open a tin of Foster's.
That's what I was thinking.
Fuck me, mate. I just hooked a koala.
I was
punched a kangaroo in the tit.
Today I was thinking we need an Australian person because we all need in our lives, we all need an Australian person.
I'm fortunate enough to have two. Not so close anymore.
You're lucky.
Gone back to Australia, but they were amazing. Shane and Mark, love you boys.
Like, I've never interacted with an Australian person before. Well, I mean in real life.
You are missing out, and I hope that experience comes your way soon. I was going to say, what we should do, I should scrap what I'm doing for NaNoWriMo, and we should go, and remember when we were on about the Idol Wrestling Federation? We should have just a world tournament, but have an idol from each country, or at least any interesting country.
Yeah.
The Swominito.
Round 1, Aussie Idol versus Malawian Idol, fight to death. Or maybe not to death.
Neophyto GE Idol.
Oh my god. I think we might have to actually work on this.
No, this is a great idea. Again, you can have the Swominito. That'd be perfect.
Oh, it'd be brilliant. Okay, moving on from that then.
This is a legitimate concept.
I think we should. We should get involved in it. But moving on from that, that's more off-air talk. And then, just a quick one, sad news for us guys, even though we're not reading the manga, but Aho Girls manga's gonna end this December. Sad times. Does that mean that we're gonna get a part 2? And it'll wrap up everything? Because that would be nice.
Where is it in the manga, like number-wise?
12? Volume 12?
I mean, how much could they have possibly put in this, like, the first season? There's gotta be enough for a second season out of that.
Yeah, definitely. I would assume so. I think that would be nice if they brought it back next year. Just a little part 2, wraps up everything. It's popular enough. People loved it. It was topping lists that it had no business topping when it came to fan poll, so that's fair enough. If it becomes Crunchyroll's anime of the year, like by fan poll next year, I will laugh. It deserves it. I love it. And finally, day after we recorded last week, a load of new trailers came out. I haven't really seen any other than The Last of Us 2. Has anyone seen The Last of Us 2 trailer?
Well, the Sony conference that happened in that, like, French thing?
Yeah, the Paris
Games
show?
Week.
That's it, yeah. It was, yeah, has anyone managed to see that yet? The Last of Us 2
Guacamelee 2!
I never played the first Last of Us game, so...
Oh, man, you're missing out. Get the first one.
Am I?
You are. It is a very good game and a very good story.
Have you ever heard of this show called The Walking Dead? I think it's really good.
No, it's not. It's nothing like Walking Dead.
Have you guys ever watched Rick and Morty?
Everyone and their brother has told me at some point to play that game, and at this point I just don't care. Everything's been spoiled. You know.
I know it suffers from that everyone praises it thing that makes you kick back. I did the same with Attack on Titan, where I was like, no. I did the same with Game of Thrones. I was like, no. Everyone keeps recommending it. Fuck off.
I mean, it's
But it's worth it.
It's part of the popularity, and it's just part of the fact that everyone already know all the plot points because everyone's talked about it forever now. So
Yeah.
you know,
I would still.
in a story-driven game.
It.
You got it. Play it. It's
I
good.
own it. It's still like wrapped and probably has been for the last couple months. I'm guessing it was maybe $5 at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
It's on sale. Yeah. You won't regret it if you do. It's a good, fun game. That's all for me for news. So, let's roll on to what we've been watching. But first,
Alright.
I'm gonna go for a piss.
You do that, and while I talk. Okay, so most of the time in the anime shows, they just talk about cats. Cats are always the pet that they talk about, right? You know, it's always about cats.
Cats are the best.
They're not, but
No, they're super not.
no, they're absolutely not. Anyways, in in today's episode of Love Live Sunshine, or should I say yesterday, whatever, or someday, there was a great focus episode on Yoshiko or Johan and Ricola, where they find a dog, and they gotta take care of the dog, but then they find the owner of the dog, and they get sad because they want that dog. There's like the most funny, depressing scene where they draw the dog in the sand and then throw a stick and go fetch. But there's no dog to fetch it.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, but I mean, it's portrayed in a funny way, but it actually, when you think about it, it's like really sad.
Have they done anything with llamas in Sunshine?
Llamas was just the first season thing. Yeah, that was like
Oh.
Katori had like the llama that she took care of. But that's not in this show. Anyways, yeah, it was actually, it was a Sheltie too, which is interesting. And, it was actually a really good episode. Because again, I think Johan's a really good Chuni character because there's actually like a level of depth or like understanding to why she is the way she is. It's not the same as, you know, Chunibu, which was in, that show was not, that it did bad things. But, no, it was a good episode. I like that they just had a dog-centric episode. And it was really interesting that Love Live's doing a lot of these focus episodes. The Daya one I said was really good. That's what prompted me to buy the half meter of Daya. But this one, it was good. Otherwise, you know, Umaru had the freaking Christmas episode. It's like, thanks. I mean, you know, well, I watched it the day before Halloween. So, you know, that wasn't great. But I like that the German girl in the show has blue hair, which, yeah, I know all about Germans and their blue hair. It's a common trait that they have. I don't know why, but, it exists apparently. Other than that, there's not much else exciting. Megas Bride was pretty decent this week. Blend S continues to be good. And same with, the recovery of an Jesus Christ. The recovery of an M&M addict. Is it an addict of M&M or M&M's? That's up to you to decide.
Okay.
So the Garo cartoon is still really good. So out of curiosity, I went and tracked down the 2005 Garo live action. That is more adult oriented than I had thought. There's more blood and nudity in that particular show than I had known. So
That's good times.
I might keep it up. I don't know. I really need to watch Inuyashiki because it looks fun. That's
Looks like a
about
good
it
time.
for me.
That's a thrill.
I've given up on most things that aren't Garo.
Sometimes
Unless you
just
count
give up.
occasional
Why not?
episodes of Riverdale with my wife, but that's not.
That's stupid. Why do they do that to Archie? That's not Archie. It's fake.
It's a little bit heartbreaking. I keep wondering why Veronica's mom is alive.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like, I don't know why they had to make it into a thing like that. Like, can't they just have a nice Archie series? There's enough to do with Archie. The Archie comic's pretty good. Not the grocery store one, but the actual one they're doing now.
Well, when I think of hot, sexy ladies, I think Miss Grundy. So they've done a fine job with that.
Is it? I don't know who that is.
Miss Grundy? Archie's teacher?
Are you on about Riverdale?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about real
weird,
Archie,
man.
not fake Archie.
Only real Archie fans know.
I'm just mostly concerned that Riverdale had the exact same poster as It Follows.
I saw one
that's it.
episode of Riverdale, and I had no idea it was based off the Archie comics. And
Oh,
maybe it was the most recent one, I don't know. But they had like a slow motion fight in the rain, and it was so cheesy and dumb.
And for all the, like, angsty drama that they do, Jughead still wears his dumb hat.
Jughead.
That's because Jughead is a universal constant. He's actually the same Jughead in every Archie universe. He just lives through the entirety of the universe, and then it reboots, and he's there again.
Jughead's kind of amazing. He's one of those amazing characters, isn't he?
Still
Why are you
good.
laughing about his name, Vacant?
Because his name's Jughead.
Yeah, his name's Jughead.
I mean,
have you just heard about this now?
What's wrong with
I don't
Jughead
really
Jones?
I don't really watch, or I've never really seen Archie before, or Jughead. I kind of missed that whole thing. I think it's because there's a guy who we used to know, who he was kind of fat and he had really large man boobs, so everyone just called him Juggers because of he had jugs, so we just called him Juggers.
Oh no!
He loved that nickname. though. He even had it on his. He had a.
Hey guys, who am I?
He had it on. Yeah, it was his. That was his identity. And if he introduced himself to people, he called himself Juggers, and he had it on his football shirt, like his jersey. He had Juggers on there. And he had printed. The best thing about it. No, right. There was him from one social circle called Juggers, lived in Chess, and then we had another guy who was a big unit of a bloke. He was a fucking tank, this lad. He was a big fat guy, and his name was Tugboat, and people also called him Tuggers. And one day they met, and it was Tuggers and Juggers, and something inside me was very happy. I was just like, oh my god, Tugboat and Juggers, Tuggers and Juggers.
Did you say that Juggers is from Chess?
Yeah, he's from Chesterton.
You have a city called Chess?
No, we have a city called, well, it's not a city, it's a small town called Chesterton.
Okay, I thought it was actually called Chess. I was going to be a little concerned about you guys.
And you call it Chess? Yeah,
Now-
you call
now-
it Chess?
The real important question is here: did they walk up to each other, look at each other, and go, "Brian, you're breathing real heavy"?
I'm excited.
Brian, you're breathing.
That's not what they said.
No, they walked up and said, they walk up to each other and face each other, and you were like in between, and you go, "Juggers, this is Tuggers. Tuggers, this is Juggers." Please tell me that's how it played out.
No, they just sort of introduced each other. But it was like, I imagined the Mega Powers handshake from Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. Like, it's like, we're brothers.
In that
And the
case,
Mega
you
Powers.
definitely got to walk up to each other, just do a big muscly handshake, like just really firm.
It was a good solid nod from what I remember.
They
I just
can't
remember that they
make
met.
eye contact.
The Tuggers and Juggers Bruggers.
Oh shit!
Oh my
brothers.
God. Tugger and Juggers. Tugboat and... No, Jugboat doesn't work. That's quite an offensive name. Imagine calling someone that. Hey, Jugboat.
Jugboat.
Try that on the...
That-
Lego,
that's
if you're
got-
listening, that's
that
the way to
sounds
pick
like
up
a
women.
Don't do
Or-
it, Lego.
Or Jughead. I don't know. That sounds worse.
Sorry for just derailing everything. And
Boy, that
apologise
sure
there.
isn't the 40s anymore.
It sure ain't.
What's wrong
Where
with
did we get
Jughead?
to?
It just-
I think it's my
You're
Manimal finished up. I think it's my turn to talk about my anime.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I'm holding.
Yo, so I've been watching the show called The Dies Arouse about the Nazis.
Now,
And,
Manimal.
Nazis. Nazis.
I'm getting to it. I talk about the shows in order that I watch them. So,
Okay.
so Vanishing Line, still really good. Judo Monk was in this episode, or Judo Nun, I should say. There's a nun who just fucking knows karate, apparently.
oh yeah.
But that was real good. Yeah, Desiree, I'm still watching, and it's slowly coming into shape. But, like, I feel like all the characters know things they haven't revealed to the audience yet. You know what I mean? And I think
Yeah.
that really think, because the way the latest episode ended, I definitely feel like it's intentional at this point. But for the first couple episodes, I was just really wondering what the hell was going on.
Maybe that's the point. They'll explain to you. It all comes together, and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, but like there was no hint that it was going to all come together. But it definitely feels like something's sort of they're figuring things out now, so that's cool. So I'm actually really enjoying that show now.
Mm-hmm.
Junie Tyson, thank God, finally broke.
It broke the trend. I wanted to say it last week.
It opened with a flashback monkey, and she didn't die. I was so happy. Because after that flashback, I love her even more.
I wanted to tell you so much. I was like, trend. The trend is now broken, and they don't do what they're doing anymore.
She was trained by literal talking monkeys. I'm so happy.
Wait, what? That's amazing.
Yeah, it opens with her being trained in like some monastery by 3 monkeys who talk.
Monkey senseis.
Is this Planet of the Apes?
With beards and robes.
And like sticks. But like she has like transmutation powers like fucking Full Metal Alchemist style kind of thing. From what I can tell from this episode. It looks like next episode she's actually gonna get a like fight and stuff.
And die.
But she starts by like cutting a giant rock in half by turning like a thin part of it into sand. So that's cool.
Oh yeah.
I still don't explain why she doesn't wear pants, but you know.
Why would you need an explanation for things like that?
I would like one.
Pants only slow you down.
Yeah.
But at any rate, that's cool. I really like that show. And Black Clover. Vacant, you probably have opinions?
Yeah.
Because I watched the episode where they get there and they're doing the trials, and they get to the end where he sort of like hits the dude with the sword, and that's it. It has the pacing for a show that's going to last 500 episodes.
It's so weird. That is not modern pacing nowadays.
It's not.
Like, it's slower. I would say it's slower than Naruto and Bleach in terms of setting up and getting going.
It just has that long, slow pacing, which makes me think they know something we don't.
They must. Well, the only thing I can think is that it's been commissioned for a long run.
Right, because
48 episodes, maybe minimum.
Because it's still, according to my analyst, it does not have an episode number yet, so I don't know.
No. It's baffling. It's really baffling because it's just so slow. You think about a Naruto episode, that went, so long, but by episode 5 of Naruto, I know you haven't watched it, but they're in their team, they've had like the first trial with Kakashi, and then I think they're on their first mission by episode 5, or they're going on it. So there's a lot that's happened, there's some relationships that have been established. Whereas there's been flashbacks, there's been not a lot.
It's flashbacks and just slow and characters. Like, I'm glad we finally get to see some actual stuff, but we could have cut that down a bit. Even though, like, half the Magical Night Contest thing was in, like, montage, basically.
Yeah.
They're still just taking so much time. Although, I gotta say, it's really cool to see everyone in color, which I think adds a lot to the character designs that just isn't there in black and white.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one thing I do love about when you're reading the manga. And you know it's got an anime, you can't wait to see them coming up, updating the Flash.
Yeah. Although
Beefy Tintin, it's going to look sick in My Hero Academia.
I gotta say, I forgot how much I love Panda Face Dude. Because there's a moment in there, Panda Face Dude in Black Clover.
I'm going to have to look at who Panda Face Dude is.
Wait, guys, I have something very important to say right now.
Say it.
Can you look at the screen for a second?
I'm looking at it.
I've been waiting for a long time to make this joke, okay?
Please do.
Okay.
I'm eating the Chinese language right now.
Shut up.
He held up Mandarin. That was the joke, guys. Carry on. Sorry, what were you saying?
Japan in a dish pan.
Please. Please. Just please.
I've been waiting a long time to make a joke like that.
But at any rate, yeah, there's the Panda Face Black Bull, right? Who is like...
Is it the transformation person?
He's not the transformation one. He has incantation magic. Hold on. I just put a picture in the top left.
Okay. Oh, Marilyn Manson!
He's like not... He doesn't do anything. He's just always in the background, like muttering shit to himself.
Why would you not say Marilyn Manson?
I didn't...
Panda Face?
He's Panda Face.
He's Marilyn Manson, that guy.
Please. But I don't think in the manga his like little mumble bubbles ever had any words, but he actually did have words in the anime.
Oh, does he?
Well, because
I didn't pay attention.
the squad captain dude is like talking about like killing somebody. He just like walks past the screen going, "I wish you'd kill me."
And he starts talking about the beautiful people.
Beautiful people, the beautiful people. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the rest of the characters introduced, and maybe it'll pick up, but who the fuck knows?
Don't like
getting
the
too
drugs,
action.
but the drugs like me.
So,
yeah, because Black Clover as a manga is very fast paced with its action.
that's what's weirder. Yeah. There's literally, it goes like boom, boom, boom. You hit all the hits. You get straight through the arcs. Like, it's hard to categorize them as arcs because it's a series of mini battles and it's one to the next, and there's not much space in between like there is in a Bleach or a Naruto or kind of fairy tale. Don't know about One Piece.
I think that's probably why they're slowing it down so much. Is because they know it's going to do that. I wish I knew more.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been a great help for the audiences. If you go on most review sites and see the public opinion, it's getting 3, 2.5. Like, it's not rating higher. Like, I would have thought it'd be higher on the scale, but unfortunately, it's not. Hopefully, it'll pick up before the fall season's out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. Well, because I'd like a lot about Black Clover. I just want the anime to be good.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
It still looks really good. It's like really well animated and all that. It's just the pacing's very strange.
Yeah.
Maybe they just need a little bit of a jolt. Someone needs to help that engine.
Maybe. What else did you watch? Did you have anything else to say about it? Sorry, Coryn.
That should be it, I think.
Okay. And, no, nothing else you watched.
Although, I do want to talk about this, and it's sort of a my week thing.
Okay.
But last night I was telling Nair about when I was, like, one of my earliest memories in life was when I was maybe 2, at most 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Saturday morning, I walk out to the living room with my little blankie, and I sit down and I watch an episode of some sort of anime. And describing it, it sounds for all the world like Sailor Moon, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we were out in the middle of nowhere with nothing but local stations, and it was definitely dubbed, because I wouldn't have, been able to keep up with reading at that age. But the Sailor Moon dub didn't come out till 1995, which was definitely after this event. So there's this weird mystery magical girl anime that I witnessed at some point in my early life, and I can't find it, because I have no idea how.
Maybe you saw a channel.
Was it Card Captor Sakura?
No, I don't think it was.
I mean,
even then, that would seem too old. It wouldn't have been right as well.
Maybe.
Not for a dub, yeah. Early 90s.
Because this would have been in 1992 or 93, 94 at the very, very latest.
Was there an OVA or something?
I don't have any idea.
So
because,
I'm thinking you could probably just find a list of like things the stations played back in the day.
Yeah, but I'd have to. I don't know. Who would put that together? Because it's just
Wikipedia is really helpful for this.
Yeah, if I could figure out what the station was. I don't remember, man.
Yeah, that's pretty specific.
Well, if it wasn't cable, you have maybe 4 to go through.
I don't know. It's just, yeah, Cardcaptor didn't come out until 96. I don't know.
Gotcha.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
What did you watch?
I already sold people, but you were pooping.
Oh, sorry. I went for a wee-wee. I went for a wee-wee, and then I went to find where my girlfriend had gone. She disappeared for a while. She's gone bad. So that's okay. That's when you go in and go, "Where are you?" And then back out silently, because you know that they're sleeping.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Let me move away. Shut all these doors so you can't hear me shouting down here. Do Nekomimi Pastor. Maybe she's dreaming of Nekomimi Pastor tonight. I don't know. Because we've been doing the voice enough. Who knows? Okay, what I have been watching, I watched Ruby. Yeah, no one cares. I watched Black Clover again. No one cares. We've already mentioned it. Juni Tyson. I watched episode 5. I did see a fan video who came up with quite an interesting theory on Juni Tyson. I don't know if they've just if they've read the light novel and are just going, here's my deduction, even though they know what the answer is, and just making it out as if they've solved it.
I feel like if that was that, they would have really dug into him in the comments.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't stick around to read the comments, but do you want me to tell you what the theory is? And
I mean, as long as it doesn't spoil anything for episode 5.
What's that theory?
It doesn't, because I think it only goes to episode 4. So it is his theory is that the rat is the winner, and his wish was to repeat the Juni Tyson, to go back in time and repeat the Juni Tyson over and over and over again. That's why he's so bored. That's why he seems to predict things that are happening. That's why whoever's met him, because he's met several characters now, they say he seems familiar, but they can't quite place the finger on it. And also, he said something to Monkey in episode 4 when they're about to fight, and she wants a peaceful resolution rather than killing. He says, "You're always like this." And when she asks, "What do you mean?" he's like, "No, never mind."
See, so, I was thinking something maybe kind of similar. That his powers might be sort of like an omnipotence almost kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like, if you think about like the nature of rats, they're just like fucking everywhere from all points in history almost. That if he isn't
his little tagline as well, because it's like killing whatever, killing peacefully.
Killing all.
Is killing all. Yeah. Oh, that would make sense.
I mean, Bird Girl's
already
got bird powers, so why not rat powers?
Yeah. Because the scope of these powers, like, some are quite basic. Like, you've got, the boar was just, she can, well, it's not basic, because when you think about if you think about it logically,
it's just
she
weird
never
magic
has to
stuff. She doesn't reload things, and then,
of course, just like pigs. I always have to watch out for my dog, because she's poisonous when she bites.
Yeah, but
just like real dog.
It seems like the powers are unique to that individual, because like when they flash back to her father, the previous boar, he's just in like judo garbs and shit. Like he looks, he's about to like share, Street Fighter.
I definitely think they're individual. Yeah. Episode 5, you get a bit more background about the tournament itself. It's everything that you just expect. Like you assumed everything about it, and you're correct. So it was an interesting theory. It's got me more interested because I like the rat character, and I was thinking there was more to him.
Listening to it, it doesn't sound wrong. It just seems like it'd be a strange wish to be like infinitely repeating it, maybe.
The only thing I can think is if he grows an attachment to the monkey and the monkey dies, and then his only way to, because they can't resurrect. I don't know, because they can't resurrect, but they can go back in time.
Maybe it's just his power is time loop, and he's trying to break the groundhog cycle.
That could be it too.
But he's getting sick of dying all the time.
Yeah, like days. Yeah, that could be good. All you need is kill.
That would also explain how he knows exactly what happened to the chicken.
Yeah,
because like the chicken talks to the monkey, and then she like gets struck by her conscience all of a sudden because there's actually a good person around her for once, and that gets her killed. And Rat knows that from just kind of sleeping through the conversation.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more it makes sense.
I mean, it might be true, and that'd be good because I feel like the show's self-aware enough at this point that like it gets to the point where you're kind of starting to predict it, and then it switches the rules a little bit.
Yeah, like they focus on a few different characters in episode 5. You get to see some that you forgot about, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, there. Yeah, good show. Still enjoying Juni Tyson. And what else did I watch? Still not watched Magus Bride. I'm sorry. I was going to watch it yesterday, but Crunchyroll was down. I watched instead and caught up with Inuyashiki. So that's up to episode 4 right now.
Inuyashiki. How's that one?
It is good, and it's fuck me. It is really good. I am enjoying it immensely, but it is not afraid to go to places that I have seen few anime go.
That's exciting to me.
Episode 4 is the first few minutes of episode 4 is that there's a Yakuza guy, huge Yakuza dude, who we've never met. It's a brand new character. There's a girl who is naked on the bed, dead, he says has OD'd, so his Yakuza clan get to remove her. You later find out that he basically, if he sees a girl that he likes on the street or in a shop or something, he will kidnap her, rape her, murder her, and yeah, so that's the kind of guy he is.
Okay.
He tells it, and this is in the first 2 minutes of the show, he's done that, they clear off the body, he goes to a sauna in his complex, tells someone to move out of his spot.
He goes to the sauna.
The guy tells him no, and then he just tells him to suck it, and he says, what? And then it hard cuts to him forcibly choking this guy with his dick. So that's a bit of a weird intro into an anime.
Don't you just bite it off?
Huh.
And yeah, and then that's the start of the episode, and then it follows like a girl and this guy who've just got engaged, and they're happy, and then obviously he kidnaps her and wants to rape her, but she escapes, and comes back to her house, but then they come and he almost kills her boyfriend by choking him out after he begs for his life. And old man, good luck, thankfully old man appears. Also, when we left it, episode 2, just a sidetrack, episode 2, the end of that was that the old man and the psycho kid met. That was a false flag. In the beginning of episode 3, he just flies off. The kid, he just immediately runs off, and he's like flying away. He also kills a baby off screen, like you don't see it, but he walks into a house and there's a baby crying, and he does the little bang, and it falls silent, and he shoots a dog as well. So that's things you don't normally see.
Do you need him to be any more evil at this point?
I mean, good God, it's really weird.
Yeah, no, you shoot a dog, unacceptable, disgusting, the worst act of all time.
Yeah, because you don't see it on screen, but it's like, huh.
It's not normal. It's not usual. You start with rape and murder and work your way up from there.
Yeah, but it gets worse when you kill a dog, because that's the one thing that I despise about Halloween is that Michael Myers kills the dog. That is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. The cat gets ran over as well, but luckily old man's there and he saves it. Has a kitten and he saves it. He heals it. What else happened? Yeah, so episode 4, sorry, to go back. He goes to the Yakuzas, and because he's an old man who's like, invincible, they beat the shit out of him and shoot him. And because he thinks they're such deplorable human beings, he shoots laser beams and targets every single Yakuza member who's in the complex and in the compound, including Big Rapey Guy. And he shoots out their eyes with a laser and shoots them in the base of the neck, which makes them quadriplegic, paralyzed from the neck down and blind, and tells them how they don't even have the power they will never see their children again. They will never be able to see anything again. They won't be able to do anything themselves. They won't even be able to take their own life. They have to spend the rest of their life repenting for what they've done, and hopefully at the day that they die, they will have, shown remorse. Fuck me!
That's what I call a lust for justice.
Yeah!
It's a heavy show. I mean, oh man, I'm enjoying it. It's really cool. It's a good, good fun show.
I mean, that's some straight up like Roman emperor kind of punishment shit too.
I was not expecting it because it's the old man. The old man's a nice guy. We like the old man.
Yeah, you cross line, you kill the dog.
You get fucked up, son.
Yeah, but when you're just rape and murder people on the street,
you deserve.
Maybe you deserve to be blind and paraplegic for the rest of your life.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's something for the criminal justice system to decide, and not old man laser eyes.
No, the criminal justice system, they be Yakuza, so they just give them money and they get off with like not even a year.
You can't bribe old man laser eyes.
No, he there's no bribing him. That what am I saying?
What are you okay?
Steven Seagal is old man laser eyes in Lust for Justice.
Yeah, Lust for Justice. You can't bribe old
his
man.
movies only have 2-word titles.
Not to
Justice Lust.
Pick straws,
it's 3.
Isn't it?
Or pick faults rather, but the lasers technically come out of his back. His back opens up and
that's not as cool.
Oh, it is 3. Who else? Who is it that has 2-word
back
titles all the time?
I mean, aside from like Under Siege, they're mostly 3.
Okay, it's one of those washed out superstars that has 2-word titles at all time. Just don't remember who it
Do
is.
not call Steven Seagal washed up.
He is washed up. He makes like 5 movies a year.
Sounds like he's pretty active to me. No, he's
Yeah.
really overweight and kind of funky.
He was always overweight and kind of funky. Was it Jean-Claude Van Damme? No, he had one word until like Unbreakable and stuff, and Kickboxer.
Maybe it was Chuck Norris.
JCVD.
I don't know. I digress.
Anyway, that's, Inuyashiki. I'm enjoying it. Watch it. It's kind of heavy. It's more extreme than Gantz. So, it's fun. Watch that. It's a bit of a, like I say, heavy show, but it's interesting all the same. It's got me hooked. Certainly, out of all of the 4 shows, that's probably the one that I immediately watch as soon as it comes out.
Yes, so meanwhile, in Love Live Sunshine, they saved a dog and got sad and got happy.
Yeah, good on Love Live Sunshine.
It's such a drastic...
It's the
No, but you need-
classic plot structure. Get sad, get happy.
Yeah.
I
think
guess
it's
the
good to
difference
have that
between
variety.
rescuing a dog and rape murdering a dog is Old Man Laser Eyes to Justice.
Could you imagine in Love Live if they just had Old Man Laser Eyes on their side to take up the competition?
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna keep this dog because we love it so much. Old Man Laser Eyes just pops out of a bush. You'll never understand love for that dog again. Repent for your crimes. And
That's what you get,
idol
yo.
members wind up in the hospital paraplegic with no eye.
It's all because they wanted to keep this dog.
He when he wants to fly,
They try to steal the dog again, so that's when he come in.
when he wants to fly, because he sees that the kid has the jetpack and he realizes the same thing, so he thinks, obviously I must have some kind of like jetpack in my back, but he doesn't know how to open it, so he just starts singing the theme to Astro Boy, and eventually it works. And he goes, "Oh, it's a good show. I like it. It's kind of funny as well. It's kind of funny as well as being
All that was
incredibly
hilarious.
dark." The part when they made paraplegics, I was 10 out of 10 joke. You could see that in the Big Bang Theory, but that's all about anime.
No, that's a little too smart for a Big Bang.
Oi! I wanted to ask you guys something because I forgot to ask in the opening. How was Halloween? What did you get up to?
Nothing. Well, how was Halloween? Vacant, Nair, and Lego. Well,
Busy.
It sure could have been something, but it wasn't.
Fair enough. Did anyone do anything? I mean, you don't have to say.
Waited
I
for
sat
you
at home.
guys.
Oh shit!
You
yeah.
waited on that bridge in the cold winter winds.
I get where you're going now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Manimal.
So it was alright because I wouldn't have done anything anyway. It was like Halloween was nothing this year. There was no pumpkin. There was like whatever, like a few kids. Like
I didn't even have a pumpkin this year. We had the decorations and we had kids around, and then my girlfriend's family came round out of nowhere. No, that was cool. It was nice, chilled one. Kind of couldn't podcast now because the niece was there, so.
Gotcha. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Halloween's always weird when it happens like in the week.
That's how it's been for.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to my Halloween party like a couple weeks beforehand, but it was it was a Friday. You don't really want to do anything after Halloween, and it's just a day in the week once you're older, I guess.
The week is the weekend for me without school.
Well, no, I haven't mentioned ever Halloween. It's fucking Bonfire night tonight. Always remember the 5th of November, guys.
Oh.
What was that? That was a firework.
That's for you.
That's for us. We have Bonfire night. You guys don't.
Vacant, I saw some weird pictures. When you guys wear poppies, you wear real poppies or like these what do you wear?
For us, the traditional one is it's like a plastic stem, and then it's like a papery sort of leaf.
Oh, okay, so it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's like, and you pin it on, you just pin it on.
I saw some weird pictures where it looked like a drawn one.
There's different ones. There's like, they started doing brooches and stuff as well, so,
Gotcha.
There's all different ones. That you can
Again,
get.
I recently found out that it's only us that do that. I thought America does the thing, but nah.
We do not.
I was surprised that Canada do it. I just thought it was a very English.
Well, that's
That's the one we were.
I mean, we had.
We
It's
were-
not like
we were
we have an
there for you
equivalent
guys.
day, but like we just don't do poppies. I don't know where the
Yeah.
poppies come from exactly. I think it's
Remember-
about
Canada has our back.
That's Flanders Fields.
Landers
That's,
Fields.
Yeah, that's the thing, the famous poem. Don't you know the poem?
I guess not.
Oh, well, there it is. See, that's where we differ. Remember Vimy Ridge. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's based off a poem, and it's all yeah. Anyway.
I think what it really comes down to is it's from World War One, and America kind of came in late.
Yeah.
Kind of the same of World War Two.
I'd argue that World War II didn't really start until.
Oh, typical American.
I mean,
Look, we
it's-
come in to end things, so you do
Yeah,
you, I
endings
guess.
with atrocities.
yeah,
I mean,
we were there.
like World War
fighting
II
in the
did
beaches.
officially start in 1939, but like it wasn't like full bore until.
But America made it
41.
cool.
It wasn't like a world war. You're
I
saying.
mean, it was
China was
basically-
getting fucked over long before anyone started
China
declaring
was
war.
screwed, but like there was an entire hemisphere that was left out until 41.
They were left out. Come on, guys. Let me. Can I please get in a war?
And when
I
World
wanna
War II
shoot some
won,
Nazis.
yeah, we just kind of showed up at the end and steamrolled through the place because we didn't care about dying.
Over there, send the word over there, that the Yanks are coming, the Yanks.
That's the classic thing.
Thanks.
And we won't be back till it's over there.
I think we're almost done.
Yeah,
I've
but-
got a
oh,
just a question though.
Wait, Flanders Fields is a poem written by a Canadian. No wonder why you guys don't know it. You guys don't know anything about us. You guys don't know anything that we do.
I mean, we know a few things.
Yeah, but like Justin Bieber and Nickelback.
Yeah,
Let
well, we
Tim's?
don't want them.
You guys
Yeah,
don't know our.
yeah,
You guys
Tim's
don't know our
and-
history, but
and-
we have to know
Ah,
yours.
dog.
Well, that's your
You've
fault.
only got 150 years of history. That's nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but how much of English history do you really know?
Me, there's huge gaps, but probably we get taught from the Middle Ages onwards. So we get taught about William the Conqueror, get taught about William the Conqueror and the Battle of Hastings in 1066 and all that.
Hey, Vacant, do you remember when you learned about Dresden? You assholes.
No, because we never got taught about Dresden. They did basic ass coverage of World War II for us.
I'll say we
Um,
go real in depth in like the 20th century in America.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
my school did. Like,
I feel like a lot of school stuff was like about the Holocaust and stuff for World War II, but certainly
Yeah.
we learned about other
Here's
stuff too.
Here's the breakdown of what I remember from history. Okay, so we did the Egyptians, we did the Roman Empire, we did the Greek Empire as well. We did the Middle Ages, Battle of Hastings, so 1066 and everything. The War of the Tudors, Henry VIII, the Industrial Revolution, Queen Victoria's reign and everything, and then World War I, World War II.
because we had two classes generally. We had, especially early on, it was always like world history, and there was another class that was like local history, basically. Like it started with like, this is what Kansas is about. And then it became American history and world history. And that's basically how it went until graduation in high school.
I've been through a lot of classes that divided things up, like between the Revolution and the Civil War, and then Civil War to current day were about the splits.
Yeah, because I had like in 8th grade, I think we did basically from Revolution to Civil War, and then freshman year of high school was just like World War I and World War II.
That was the interesting stuff to learn in history. I think that was grade 11 where we learned about like the 20th century stuff.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's
It was always
footage.
fun
There's
going-
footage.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. But I like going like the museums where they had like the faithful recreations of like, a Victorian street and the
Oh yeah,
Tudor
because
times
you
and
guys
stuff like that.
you guys would have cool things in your museum.
Well, we still have them
You
old
probably
buildings.
have cool things in your museums, you just don't go to them.
Well, I've been to my museum. I've been to everywhere in my city that's worth going because I've only lived here my whole life, and I can tell you, there's not a whole lot that you would find interesting.
I mean, just like in Canada, I'm sure there's a cool museum somewhere.
Oh, of course there is.
But like, I know in growing up, Wichita had the Museum of World Treasures, I want to say it was called. That was pretty cool. I always liked going there. They had like dinosaurs, and I saw some Egyptian princess there once. She was very dry.
Kansas has the Aerospace Museum, which is super cool. Not to mention the Eisenhower Museum, which covers a lot of the World War II and presidential stuff. We have the World War I Museum in Kansas City. There's all kinds of fun things.
I was wrong.
You should come visit, you rascals.
I was wrong. We have stuff like the fur trade and all that stuff here, but
it's cool.
It's different.
So I was lucky to have a World History Museum somewhere close to me, but like, I assume it's similar with you guys. Is that every little town has like one section of the post office that is like, here is our local history museum.
No.
We also have the Jazz Museum and the Negro League Baseball Museum, and Fort Leavenworth has all kinds of displays.
Yeah,
there's the Cavalry Museum.
You can go to any like little town out here, and it just has their own little local history museum.
Oh, I told you guys about the toilet museum before.
Yes, you did.
Sure did.
You brought it up, yeah.
Yep. Japan in a dishpan.
I think that's us about done.
Yep.
I was going to ask you a hypothetical question, but
do it anyway.
Do you want me to? Okay.
Sure.
It's November, and it's also Movember. You guys are not familiar. It's where you grow a mustache for a month.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot about that stupid thing.
Or it's No Shave November, where you just don't shave.
Actually, the first time I ever shaved was in November.
Oh, so you just don't want to cure testicular cancer and stuff, do you?
I built up all this peach fuzz, and then like some girls would be like, "You should shave that. It's gross," and I'd be like, "No, it's manly." They're like, "No, it's gross."
That's the same thing I thought about my giant ass mutton chops.
But also, I got a hug when I shaved, so it was like really worth it.
No, it's 10 out of 10. Would shave again.
And
he's kept a clean shaven face ever since, expecting that hug.
Well, I don't expect anything when I shave. I just think it looks better because I hate facial hair.
I do. I expect a hug every time.
Yeah, but you don't shave.
Yeah.
I do. I still have to trim it.
Yeah, you trim.
It,
oh, that's not shaving.
Yeah, shaving is like getting rid of it all.
You got to shave the neck. You got to shape the beard on the cheeks and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. It's hard work. That's a lot of effort. It takes precision of,
Get that straight razor out.
Yeah. I'm like Sweeney Todd when I'm fucking about with my little cheeky chops.
He murdered people and then ate them.
I
don't like Sweeney Todd.
You're just like Sweeney Todd, old sigh.
Now we know what happened to your previous girlfriend.
Murdered. The less said about her, the better.
Wait, why would his girlfriend be murdered by Sweeney Todd? Why does she need her face shaved?
She didn't. She had a very smooth face.
Some girls could grow facial hair, right? Like that.
Most girls do. Like, let's not pretend. Yeah. Most girls have some form of facial hair. They tweeze. They wax. I don't shave the faces. So I guess some do. I don't know. But yeah,
I do want to see that Sweeney Todd deleted scene where he's just going at a girl's leg, going, "I can't kill someone like this."
Oh, sure. There's arteries in there. You get in there.
Yeah. The hypothetical I was going to ask you guys, it's not really hypothetical, but very quick question. Because it's Movember, who is the best anime character with a mustache? Who has the best tash in all of anime?
Freddie Mercury in Comedy High School.
That's a good pick. You're going with...
I'm going with Armstrong from FMA.
He has a pretty sweet mustache as well.
I don't know. I was going to say Armstrong, but I don't know.
2 votes for Armstrong.
Yeah, let's just do that.
I kind of like King Bradley's little Hitler tash. Well, it's not a Hitler tash, but it sort of reminds me of Hitler.
Second place, but I don't want to, split the difference between Charlie Chaplin and Hitler.
Alex Armstrong.
It's a different stash.
You can't go wrong with a blonde Tash. That's pretty much the
Oh no,
the way
you
forward.
super can. As a blonde person, let me just say, you can't really grow a mustache. You just need to already have one because the growth process it isn't there. It's kind of creepy and weird.
Wait,
I mean, I can grow a mustache just fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you also got dark facial hair.
I mean, my mustache is blonde.
Ew,
plot
gross.
twist. Wait, does that mean that the rest of your facial hair is dark, but your mustache is blonde?
No, like the mustache and like the soul patch area is blonde, and then it kind of like fades
Oh,
to
yeah.
dark out from there, and there's like a bit of a weird red layer in there too.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah,
I have weird stuff like that. My eyebrows are a lot
See,
darker than
Facial
my
hair is
I
all
have
different.
I have
yeah.
anime facial hair.
Mine is bright fucking orange, like copper, my beard, but then it has white, like right under the lip.
Oh, you're getting old.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. My pick would be, it has to be, I can't believe you guys haven't said it, but it's Vegeta from Dragon Ball GT.
Oh shit,
See?
that's right. He had like a good old dad
When he
stash.
grew the dad tash.
Yeah.
It's the best thing
I
ever.
forgot about that.
It's not really.
Yeah, it is. Don't take it back
No.
after you say it.
Mine's Pixis from Attack on Titan, the old man. He had a
Yes.
cool tash.
He had a pretty good mustache. See, I don't acknowledge GT as having existed, so no worries.
I couldn't stand that mustache that he had. It is the most ridiculous thing.
The
in
most
world.
awesome thing. Yeah, I know.
My mustache. He always said
I couldn't-
mustache.
That's the way to kill a character for me. Like, if you put Vegeta in a mustache and he was taking his daughter Bra shopping and stuck in traffic.
Oh, that's right.
That was terrible.
Can I change my
Yamamoto?
answer to the anime version of Hercule Poirot?
You can. My pick also has to be another good one. The Phantom Lord Guild Master in Fairy Tail on the second arc. I can't remember what his name is, but he's got a little tash.
I mean, there's also, I never watched it, but there are some excellent mustaches I've seen from One Piece screenshots.
Oh yeah, there's the famous one. I don't know what his name is, but I know exactly what you mean, where it's just sticking straight out.
Yeah, it's just, there's several just weirdly gigantic
Like the-
mustaches.
Dr. Robotnik one.
Yeah. In fact, let's say Dr. Robotnik too. He was in an anime.
He had a kick-ass one. Edward Newgate, apparently his name is. It just looks like a horn under his head.
Edward
Yeah.
Newgate.
I mean, he was a real pirate, but
Edward Newgate.
I want to say there was a real Edward Newgate. Sounds right.
Yeah, Newgate. Nougat. I don't know.
He's filled with delicious
nougat.
nougat.
That was my silly
Yum
question for the
and
week.
delicious.
I'd like to end on a light note. Do you know who else my favourite anime character with a mustache is?
Ooh.
Osama Bin Laden.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yep.
Does that count if there's a full beard in addition to a mustache? That
Nah,
can't count.
no, because a mustache is an isolated feature. A mustache on a beard is just a beard.
Yeah, unless the mustache is vastly pronounced over the beard. So like Yamamoto from Bleach, his mustache was very pronounced. Doesn't just fall into one, so it's drawn separately. That is going to do it for us. If you were offended by our mustache conversation, then get a grip, because there's no way we could have offended you with that shit.
Let's be honest, you were
Sorry.
offended by everything leading up to it.
Yeah. And that's it. Any parting shots from you guys? Anything we're going to do? That was a weird segue.
I'm gonna have to take a parting shot to the upper lip.
Oh, right in the tash.
Right in the tash.
Hitting me in the tish tash. Better than the tushy.
Yeah, sure.
It is. Thanks for listening, everyone. Are we going out on a song? Is there anything special we
Yep.
want to go out on?
We're gonna go out on the new Barry Goldman hit single, British People Are Weird.
Of course we are. Baked beans are the best in England. Thanks for listening, guys. We love you. We appreciate you.
Tune in
Thank you,
next time.
providing
where
you're
we
over 18
film
and-
Everybody come to the Motor Inn Hotel. It's located in Chess, UK.
Yes, UK. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.
by the old country tree. There really ain't much to see in your rainy city. You bake beans for breakfast, and you're always the best dressed. You take a train to your block. What's with the way you talk? You say, I'm a hoser, you're a jumper. I'm a hoser, you're a junkster. Say, you say, well, your music was hot. Ooh, but you're a knobby lot. Eat your potato chip, you honky honk hip. Your queen is on my money, and Mr. Beef's really funny. Your lad can fit inside me, and I don't put the milk in tea. Say, you say.